Hello fellow allotmenters, welcome to another glorious Sunday afternoon. Well, it's glorious now, it hasn't been, it's been very wet. Sorry I've not uploaded in a little while, just had a lot of problems on the site with an old friend, and I use friend in the terms very loosely. Yeah, things have not really moved a lot at the minute, just because obviously the situation that's going on, it has had to go to kind of a police matter. But I've been a bit cautious coming down here, let's put it that way. Won't go too much into that though. Yeah, things are, like I say, slowly but surely coming along. My cabbage are coming along lovely. Probably a bit spaced, a bit close together really. Should have left a lot more room, but I'm not too bothered. Don't know whether you guys could possibly tell me, I might be wrong in saying this, but my theory on putting them a little bit closer together is that I won't get as bigger heads. Am I right in saying that? The closer you put them together, the smaller the head, or, you know, the wider you part, bigger your head? I don't really know. So if you guys could leave comments for me, because I'm really actually kind of intrigued myself whether my theory is right or not. But yeah, they're coming along lovely, they are. Yeah, not really done a lot up here. Started the next level, managed to get 2 beds like kind of where I want them. I've got the stakes, they're at home at the moment, being stained up in the shed drying. So these hopefully in the next week or two I'll have staked in the ground, lined up and running hopefully, because I do need the 4 beds in place before next summer. Not too bothered about winter. I've still got a lot of excess soil, but bear in mind that's also come out of that bed there, so it's not really a lot. Obviously once I've done another one of these beds back here, then it'll be another level, and then I'll decide what I'm doing with that top end. Yeah, I've not moved very far, like I say, because of situations going on the site. I just like, you know, I like the paths, and the bit of stonage kind of breaks it a little bit from that much, not a lot. But yeah, my onions have come up really nice. For ones who've only just watched my channel, them first 2 lines are golden onions, the second 2 lines are white onions, which I've never actually grown before or seen before, and then you've got 2 rows of red onions, I believe. Ignore the cheap way of bird scaring, but it's worked. It's not so much bird scare, it's more get rid of the blinking foxes from climbing all of them. I've got 1 or 2 onions that haven't quite come up, which is just there actually. I don't think that's the only one that hasn't come up. So yeah, it's gone a bit, they look a bit raggedy though, but I'm not too bothered as long as I get an onion out of it. So yeah, it's bit by bit coming on. So yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment from that level. So I like that as a picture. Yeah, a few more bits to be doing. My tunnel is probably my next step. Well, also want to ask you guys that are watching, manure. I've got this manure, but it is literally clags that are not breaking down very easy whatsoever. I believe it's cow manure. How's best to store it to get it back to moisture level and use it? Because at the minute it's unusable, because it's just, even the hoe won't break through it. An axe just breaks through it, but it takes a lot of axing. But yeah, I'm going to start getting one side of this tunnel stripped and tidied and rotated, and get my strawberry runners in place. So yeah, there's not a lot gone on, if I'm honest with you. Been working on the greenhouse just recently, as you can tell by the mess around here. That's just general mess that I've cleaned up throughout all of the sheds. But yeah, that's my sun house. But yeah, that's all the mess that I've gathered from that shed, the shed round the corner, that shed. So yeah, we as a site, we're quite lucky, we get a free skip every year. That's the lumber I've just ripped out the greenhouse. It's all rotten, and I mean proper rotten. Yeah, I've been working on the greenhouse for the last 2-3 days, redoing it all. So basically I've used, obviously the decking wood was already there, but all they'd used was another bit of wood to slip over the side of the slab, holding it in place. It wasn't actually screwed with proper posts, and so I've basically been relining it. All the wood at the back here, that was all rotten, so that's all new wood. Well, I say new, it's not new, it's old wood, but it's still sturdy, decent wood. yes, so I've been digging all that over, get all the greenhouse ready for next growing, well, say next growing season, next summer. Ready for my tomatoes, my cucumbers, and all the other stuff. On the, I was a bit worried about doing this because obviously this wood's quite thick, so I was a bit bothered because obviously my vents for some other reason are at the base of the greenhouse, but I don't know whether that's just, I don't really get it myself. I would have said they'd have been further up the top or something, but they're not. And I've actually found the instruction manual for this greenhouse, and it does state on the instructions they go at the bottom, which I find peculiar myself. But yeah, luckily because I've I've managed to take the wood out there, I am still able to use these vents, and I tell you what, I've impressed myself at how well I've done it. Because they fit perfectly. All fits lovely, so I can definitely still use my vents, which is obviously I need to be musty in the summer sometimes. Yeah, so just chipped out a few little bits just for the brackets to be able to run up and down. It probably doesn't look straight, guys, but it actually isn't. It sits a little higher in that corner, but I'm not bothered because I'm going to be putting a grapevine in that corner and then running a grapevine up the corner and all the way across the shelf unit. Ignore the mess. Honestly, guys, none of this clutter, whatever, none of it is, apart from polystyrene tubs. All the rest of the stuff I've still got to go through. I've got a little like seeding tray thing here. Inside here, there's there's loads of stuff. There's just clips after clips, to stakes, to ties, to, yeah, and the guys left me all of them, so what a fella, can't fault him at all. Got myself a new cordless drill, good old one. Tell you what, worth its money, that's for sure. Yeah, I won't be touching the Audi ones again, that's for sure. But yeah, just obviously general tidy. That's all just the rubbish I've pulled out of that. I've got bloodfish and bone there. I've got loads of other feeds and other like manure pellets and stuff. So I'm going to be digging loads of them into this bed, and then top dressing it all with compost and stuff. Luckily, I've got a lock on the greenhouse, so double door, and it locks up. I've also been working on my shed as well. Yeah, I've been doing a fair bit on the shed, just tidying it up really, trying to get bits in place, sorted all the tools out. I could really do with a proper organiser, because I'm getting a bit disorganised lately. It's just because I'm coming down here, it's cold and bitting and bobbing, and yeah, it's a bit too chilly. But yeah, I've got my AstroTurf to put down as well. All my tools are hung up now. Just general tidy around, guys, to be honest with you. Bit of a weeding session down there. I've got a little compost heap going there at the minute, which I need to get off the concrete, get the bins put into place. So yeah, not a lot's changed, guys, so I do apologise. It's been a while since I uploaded. Loving some of the other videos I've been watching, especially Erica's Allotment, I believe. Like lovely stuff, like lovely videos that she's been coming up with, and a few others as well. But yeah, been tidying up here. Started on this shelf unit. Got to replace just that one piece which is started to rot at the end there. But yeah, get all that shelf unit re-prepped and re-sorted. Get my container over there. Get rid of all that stuff there. Yeah, there's a lot of clutter now. It's absolutely shucking it down. But yeah, so I'm trying to keep on top of the leaves, but it's winter. It's going to happen. Got a lovely rainbow going on just there. Look. Can't beat that when you come to the allotment. You got a lovely rainbow. I can't see the other end, so, and it's starting to rain, so I'm not going to. But yeah, good old Leicester City flag. Got to fly that with pride at the minute, especially with our chairman on the unfortunate side of it. But yeah, he did a lot for the city though. That's why I'm flying. I'm not really a Leicester supporter. I'm not against them. They're alright team. But yeah, for what that chairman did for our city alone is enough, It's been a big shock to the city, that's all I can say on it. Yeah, very respected guy. But yeah, just general tidy around, guys, just wood storage and stuff, bits and bobs. But yeah, hopefully I'll be getting all this top end proper refurbed over the next, couple of oncoming months. I think it's going to be more, let's work near the sheds with this kind of weather. But hopefully, guys, I'll try and update you as soon as I can again. No point in me uploading every week at the minute because I'm not really achieving a lot within the week at the minute because of how the weather's been. I actually have to pedal quite some mileage to get to my site, so I try to avoid it as much as I can. But yeah, I tend to sit in here a lot more at the minute with the lovely warm kettle and warm brew. But yeah, I'll try and update you guys again possibly in a couple of weeks. If not a couple of weeks, probably a month or so. But I will, obviously, when the summer kicks in again, I will obviously go back into uploading a little bit more regular. But over the winter months, I don't do a lot because of my condition with rheumatoid arthritis. The cold really does affect my hands. There's no point in working on an allotment when you've not got any circulation in your hands. But I am looking to invest in some heated elemented gloves, which I'm quite intrigued. But there's just so many pairs of them, I don't know which ones are the best, and you know, yeah. But I will be looking so I can get down here a bit more. But yeah, I'll upload again soon, guys, and thanks for taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a lot of fun on your allotments and your plots. Peace out.